Hi, I'm Peter Albert, the CEO and Managing Director of 29Metals. The world today is in a state of flux. The drive to transition to a green energy economy started a number of years ago, but has accelerated tremendously in the past 3 to 4 years. On top of this, the overprint of COVID and the Russian war in Ukraine has put a level of complexity into the equation requiring a significant adjustment as to how the world will achieve the greenhouse gas emissions targets so badly needed for the enduring sustainability of our planet. Climate change and decarbonisation have been on the agenda for world leaders for many years, but in my opinion, COP26 was the watershed when the overwhelming majority of world leaders finally agreed to the need for a combined approach to decarbonisation, even if the commitments were not evenly spread across the globe. Copper and the advancement of human civilization have gone hand in hand for 10,000 years. It was the first metal to be smelted some 7,000 years ago, and the first metal to be alloyed with tin to create bronze about 5,500 years ago. It is the most versatile of metals. It's soft, it's malleable, it's ductile, with high thermal and electrical conductivity, and more recently demonstrated to have enviable antimicrobial properties. We've seen a large increase in copper demand in the first decade of this century as China and other parts of the developing world undertook massive infrastructure and industrialization projects. Now, the demand for copper is about to take off in a way that the world has never ever seen before. The critical need for decarbonisation to reduce emissions, whilst at the same time continuing to support the industrialisation and infrastructure development in the developing world, will see an unprecedented demand for copper in batteries, in cables, in telecommunications, in electrical vehicles, in renewable energy infrastructure, in hospital settings, and much, much more. Commentators have estimated that the demand for copper will double from 25 million metric tons today to about 50 million metric tons by 2035, leading to a deficit of between 5 to 12 million metric tons. This deficit including all known new copper mines to come on stream and includes a contribution from recycling and substitution. It has also been estimated that to fill this gap, and the gap which will then exist all the way through to 2050, 3 Tier 1 mines producing 300,000 tonnes per annum each of copper will need to come on stream every year for the next plus 25 years. I will not predict the copper price outcome, only to say that if you are a company producing copper or other energy transition metals, you are in the right place to be delivering considerable value to your shareholders. It has also been forecast that zinc and cobalt, often associated with copper mining, will be in great demand. Zinc-coated steels, of course, will be required to support the copper infrastructure, as well as zinc for batteries and many other uses. Cobalt is an essential metal, of course, in battery development. And at 29Metals, we have 2 high-grade, high-quality, long-life mines, one in WA, Quest Australia, and one in Queensland. We produce copper, zinc, and precious metals. We have an enviable position in the context of providing the right metals that the world needs. Our mines have significant growth potential, both within the existing mining operations, but also in the tenements we have surrounding our mining activities. At Capricorn Copper in Queensland, we produce copper, silver, as well as having a significant untapped cobalt resource. We also hold around 1,800 square kilometres of tenements within the highly prospective Mount Isa region. And at Golden Grove in WA, we produce copper, zinc, lead, gold and silver, with multiple opportunities to develop new ore bodies within our existing mining operations, as well as the potential to develop a third mining front, Gossan Valley, in close proximity to our existing operations. The 29Metals opportunity is a rarity not only in Australia, but also globally. Our vision at 29Metals is firstly to deliver on our commitments, not only production and costs, but also on our sustainability and ESG priorities. Secondly, to optimize and execute on the significant growth potential we have at each of our assets, including Red Hill in Chile. And thirdly, to look for value-accretive inorganic growth opportunities. So why 29Metals and what will drive our success? In my opinion, the 3 key success factors in any mining business are high-quality assets producing the right commodities with a competitive cost profile. Secondarily, well-managed environmental and social features with good local support and community engagement, and thirdly, and most importantly, a committed, capable team with the right culture. These are all features that we have at 29Metals and are all features that we will consider and maintain in our future growth story. To finish, one last comment on inclusion and diversity. The mining industry is a tremendous place for young people to build a career and a future. Historically, we've been male-dominated, and the industry culture, and in my opinion, our performance has suffered as a consequence. At 29Metals, we're working very hard to get the message out internally and externally that we're a great company to work for, we have zero tolerance for bullying and or sexual harassment, and we want to give all of our people, regardless of gender, ethnic background or any other personal attributes, the opportunity to realise their full potential. Thank you for your time today.
Talk to 29Metals to find out more about the company, our industry, or if you're interested in working with us.